I would say for something north of 15 years, I have been speaking to Bruce Taylor, absolute legend of this race in Chutzpah. And many years ago, we came to the conclusion I was jinxing doing an interview before the race. So ever since then, I've never done one, but he's been good enough to talk to us when we finish. And this is another one under the belt. Bruce, well done. Congratulations. And another division win.
Yeah, it was an interesting mix of boats in our division, but a very interesting race. I mean, we got out of the blocks very well at the start, and but that first that first afternoon was just really hard yacht racing, and we did something we'd never done before. We started the race with a reef, and caused some mirth from some of our competitors, but it's very hard to reef these boats once you're running downwind. And we knew it was going to blow, and so we had a fantastic, really through till early evening. We did one nosedive and blew up a spinnaker, but this little boat just loves sailing well downwind, and these guys know the boat very well.
303 Hobarts, I think Fletcher was saying just now, between you all. I don't very much doubt anybody else has got that many on a boat.
It is, we are doing a bit of practice.
There you go.
Thank you. And of that number, many of them have done nearly all of them as a team, on one of the Chutzpah boats. So we know our strengths and weaknesses very well. Yeah. But as a bunch of guys. They're all getting a bit old now, especially one of them. They are quite amazing.
And you were saying you were a bit crook at one point, and the crew were really managing that. Was that through Bass Strait or further down the coast and things?
No, it was really down off Eden. I don't know what it was, but as you get old, you get a few medical issues, and you got to take it easy. And I haven't got the strength or the. I think the thing you really miss on these sorts of boats is your coordination and your balance.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, sailing, I sailed the thing from way past Tasman round to here. Not a problem, but it's that really violent motion, and we've got to react quickly. The older you get, the harder it becomes. So I'm quite happy to let these guys wreck the boat. But it's a brilliant boat. It's
it's an amazing boat. Tell me a bit about that Westerly, because I was thinking if you can get through that first night, she's pretty much set up for that. It's pretty football reaching, but the sea state was
horrible, and we were surprised how much south was in that.
Oh right.
Yeah, we were hoping exactly as you put it that we could just crack sheets.
So it was southwester mostly,
and it just had a lot of south in it, which meant we were really hard on the breeze. We dug in and out a couple of times. We had one really quiet spot for a while, about off St Helens, I think it was, and then got out of that zone and took off. Surprised us a bit just out here. We put up a kite just coming up to the Garrow and sort of hit 14 knots, and then suddenly we became.
Noticed you went down to 3 knots at one point there, trying to get to the finish line.
So look, it was a race of real cocktails, isn't it? Hard running. A slog across Bass Strait, bang bang crash, sort of semi on the wind, and then calm spots and things to negotiate coming down the Tassie coast. But Kingsley did a great job. We've often failed. I think one of our weaknesses has been the angle coming into into Tasman.
You mean from how far out?
Things? And we seem to snagged that one pretty well.
You were quite wide going down off the,
we were very wide.
Coast
we were
initially. Then you came back in a bit, and then you went wide
again. Then we died out again. So it was tactically an interesting race, and from a speed point of view. I mean, you come into the marina, and I think we were 14th across the line or something.
Extraordinary. And Little Mistral was sort of about 17th or something. It was amazing. So tell me, I mean, you're a great man for the esprit de corps. When we spoke last year, you were just talking about why this matters to you, and you were talking just now about HF and missing that. Tell us a bit about that, because that, strangely, people who think that's just a schedule, it's more than that, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I find it is. I mean, there's obviously the protocol you've got to go through, and the official information. But it does generate, or it does to some of us who've done a lot of the races, a bit of an esprit de corps when you hear what boats are where, who might be having a few difficulties. We had no idea about the deaths out there really today, until it came up well after the event. So yeah, you feel, and in really tough conditions, it's almost comforting.
Yeah, absolutely.
The phone system worked okay. We had one of these.
So just to clarify for everybody that's watching, you're now not using HF radio for SCEDs or anything else. You're using SMS and sat phone. Yes, is that correct? Or
at Green Cape, you have to do Green Cape Green. You have to, on a sat phone, do a voice call.
Declaring you're
insane enough to do it. And thereafter the SCEDs, you send in an SMS within an hour of the position time.
Right. Okay.
So I presume it's a hell of a lot easier for
completely.
Here. But as I say, as a participant, it's unusual. I mean, they've been using that system for a long time in Hong Kong, where I sail a bit, so I'm sort of used to it. But you often, when you're lying abunk, where is who or where is what?
How are they going?
And how they're going. And so Dave Kellett always sort of kept us mildly entertained.
Just for those who don't know, JBW used to be sort of cover the fleet coming down, and the Young Endeavour as well, and they acted as relays, and Dave Kellett's got a good sense of humour.
Yeah, and we often wound up sort of relaying also, because we were sort of a mid-sized boat.
Yeah.
So Kingsley got all sorts of awards for being the best communicator or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's gone. It's progress.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, coming into Tasman today, how good it is to do it in daylight. Because in the old days, we'd have a wet chart, no idea where you were, looking for lights. It's a wonder we didn't all die. So, progress is good as well.
Exactly, absolutely.
So
we won't keep you from a little bit of a celebration. Well done on the division win. I know you don't even recall how many division wins you've done, but I reckon it's somewhere between 12 and 14.
Yeah,
so that is pretty amazing. So,
all with these blokes.
Yeah,
Can't
all with
do
these
without
blokes.
them.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Bruce.
Pleasure to see you.
Enjoy the
end of the race.
Sorry, even at the end of the race. I'll continue with that. Thanks so much.
I know how it smells. So there's 10 of us.